Hello friends, welcome to all of you in today's session. In the last session we had seen how to multiply any number with the special numbers 5 and 25 easily without any difficulty, right? And today what you are going to see, again we are going to see another kind of division another kind of multiplication and division, multiplication by doubling the numbers and division by halving the numbers, right? That we'll be seeing. So first we'll see multiplication by doubling numbers. Multiplication by doubling numbers. And for that we'll particularly see multiplication by the numbers 4 and 8. How we can easily multiply any number while multiplying with 4 and 8. Rather than doing it by straight away by 4 and 8, we can double it. Now for example, if I take 36 into 4, so instead of multiplying it with 5, which may be little more cumbersome, we can always do it like this. Instead of writing 4, we can write 2 and 2. Because 36 into 2 is, everyone remembers it. And that becomes 72 into 2 is 144. So instead of multiplying with 4, what we have done? We have 2 times we have multiplied this, double times we have multiplied this with 2. Once it is with 2, then again with 2. And the answer is 36 into 2 is 72, into 2 is 144. That's how we have done. So we have doubled the multiplication. Rather than doing a straight away multiplication with 4, that becomes easier for us. Let me take another example, 45 into 4. It's not that we cannot do it, we can do the multiplication by 5, but then it takes few steps more, Rather than doing that, we will do it 45 into 2 into 2. That becomes much more easier because 45 into 2 is 90, everyone knows about it. 90 into 2 and everyone knows that it is 180. It becomes easier. So we need not write all these things. The moment you see 45 into 4, we can straight away in your mind 45 into 2 is 90, into 2 is 180. Straight away we can say, and that is the answer. So here we have done it by multiplied by 4 by doubling the numbers. First you have doubled the number, then again you have doubled the number. First you have doubled 45 into 90, then you have doubled it to 180. I'll take another sum for you to understand. 72 into 4. Rather than doing straight away, what will be doing? 72 into 2 into 2, which you can mentally do. 72 into 2 is 144, into 2 is 288. We need not write all these things, we can straight away write from here. 72 into 2 is 144, into 2 is 288, that is the answer. So it's quite easy that while multiplying by 4, rather than straight away multiplying with 4, we can divide into 2 parts, 2 into 2, so we can double the numbers twice and we get the result. I think I've understood it. Now, we'll see the multiplication with 8. It is also similar. So in case of 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. So here you can see we'll double the number 3 times and we'll get the result rather than multiplying with 8, which may be sometimes a big multiplication, right? So we'll take an example here, 22 into 8. We can straight away multiply, but then that involves a lot of multiplication. Rather than doing that, 22 into 2 is into 2 into 2. So here it is 44 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 88 into 2 into 88 into 2, and that's equal to 176, right? We could have straight away done it from here. 22 into 2 is 44, into 2 88, into 2 is equal to 176. Even that we could have done here straight away. I'll take another example here. 54 into 8. 54 into 8. So here it is 54 into 2 into 2 into 2, and that's equal to 108 into 2 into 2, which is equal to 216 into 2 is equal to 432. There's no pressure on you, nothing to remember. You can straight away do it. Rather, we can do it even without writing all these things, because we can write 54 into 2 is 108, into 2 is 216, into 2 is 432. We can straight away multiply this with 8 without any difficulty at all. Let me do another sum. 64 into 8. 64 into 8. Here again we can write 64 into 2 into 2 into 2. And that's equal to 64 into 2 is 128, into 2 into 2 is equal to 256, into 2 is equal to 512. Those who can do it, they can straight away do it from here. 64 into 2 is 128, into 2 is 256, into 2 is 512. So they can straight away write down the answer here, right? So it's quite easy. While multiplying with 8, we divide it, split it into 3 numbers, 2 into 2 into 2, and we double the number 3 times and we get the result. That becomes much more easier for us to multiply. So we have seen how to multiply any number with 4 and 8 by doubling the numbers. Now we'll see division by halving the numbers. We'll first see now division of numbers, division by halving. Make it half, halving numbers. It's just a reverse process. Say for example, we want to divide any number with say for example 4 first. 48 divided by 4. You can write 48 divided by 4. 48 divided by 4 means what? First you divide 48 with divided by 2, then again you divide it by 2. 2 times divided. So here actually we will half this number 48. First time we will make a half of it, and then we will make another half of it. And so here it will become 48 divided by 2 is 24, divided by 2, again half of 24 is 12. That means what we have done actually, we have halved this number 48 2 times. 48 half 24, 24 half 12, and we get the result 48 divided by 4. So rather than dividing it by 4 where the multiplication table is involved, you have to remember all these things, you can straight away half it twice and you can get the result, right? So we'll take another example here. 248. Now instead of 4, let us take 8. So you can very well understand that since first time in case of 4 we have halved it twice, but in case of 8, since 8 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, we will halve it thrice. So what we'll be doing, we'll make it as 248 divided by 2 divided by 2 and then divided by 2. So what you're doing, half of 248 is 124 divided by 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 62 divided by 2, which is equal to 31. So we have halved this number 3 times. First we get 124, second time we get 62, third time we get 30. So by halving this number 3 times, we are dividing it by 8. So avoiding those steps of division, we have simply halved it thrice, 3 times, and you have got the answer. That's easier for us to do. We can do another sum for your understanding. 344 divided by 8. So instead of dividing it straight away by 8, which involved many steps of division, we can halve it 3 times. The first time halving, it becomes 172. Next time halving, it becomes 86. Next time halving, it becomes 43. It's quite simple. 344, which here means 344 divided by 2 divided by 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 172 divided by 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 86 divided by 2, which is equal to 43. Right? So we can straight away do it from here. How it thrice? 172, 86, 43. So we have seen that we can very easily multiply with the numbers when you are doubling the numbers. We are multiplying the number with 4 by doubling the number twice. Or multiplying with 8, we can get the result by doubling the number 3 times. Similarly, in case of division, we can get the result in case of dividing by 4 by having the number 2 times. In case of dividing by 8 by having the number 3 times, we can straight away get the results, right? So I think you have understood the how to do this, the divide by, multiply by 4 and 8 and by divide by 4 and 8. I'll give you some examples so that you can practice it yourself. 34 multiplied by 4, 254 multiplied by 4, 19 multiplied by 8, 124 multiplied by 8, then 36 divided by 4 and 468 divided by 8. Do these sums by this method so that you can have some practice, so that you can understand how to multiply with the numbers like 4 and 8 by doubling and then divide by this 4 and 8 by halving the numbers. That will help you to do the calculations more easily without any difficulty, right? So whatever you have seen today is how to multiply any number with 4 and 8 by doubling the numbers and how to divide by 4 and 8 by halving the numbers. I hope you have understood it and you will be able to do these sums very easily. The next time we are going to see how to multiply any number between 11 to 19 with each other. Any two numbers between 11 to 19 multiplying with each other, that you will see, and we will see some special multiplication process, right, that we'll be seeing in the next session. Till the time, thank you very much. All the best. Take care.